Imagine this: a quiet Tuesday afternoon in a small Georgia town, the kind where everybody knows everybody and the summer heat sticks to your skin like guilt. A black woman named Tamara Jackson, 32 years old, single mom, nurse at the county hospital, pulls her beat-up Honda into the only open spot at the Piggly Wiggly parking lot. She's still wearing her scrubs, hair twisted up in a tired bun, just trying to grab milk and cereal before picking her son up from daycare. That's when it happens. A white man in a lifted pickup truck starts screaming at her through his open window, words so vile they burn the air. "Go back where you came from," he bellows, leaning on his horn like it's a war cry. Phones come out, people freeze, and in less than 10 seconds the whole parking lot is watching a grown man lose his soul over a parking space. Hey, before we go any further, if you feel your blood pressure rising already, hit that subscribe button real quick. Trust me, you're gonna want to stick around for what happens next, because this one flips everything you think you know. Tamara doesn't scream back. She just stands there for a second, keys dangling in her hand, chest rising and falling like she's trying to decide whether to fight or flee. The man jumps out of his truck, red-faced, veins popping, still yelling every slur in the book. He's twice her size, stomping toward her like he owns the whole state. The crowd forms a half circle, some filming, some whispering, nobody stepping in. He gets right up in her face, so close she can smell the beer on his breath, and spits out one last threat: "Touch my truck and I'll make sure you never walk again." That's when Tamara does something nobody expects. She smiles. Not a big smile, just this tiny, terrifying curve of the lips, and she says, "Calm as Sunday morning, sir. You might want to check your license plate before you threaten somebody on camera." The man laughs, turns to the crowd like she's crazy, but something in her voice makes a couple people glance at his truck, and there it is, plain as day, a vanity plate that reads, "Dewey King." The same man screaming racial hatred has a custom plate bragging about drunk driving. The energy in the parking lot shifts like someone just flipped a switch. Phones swing from Tamara to the plate and back again. A teenage boy in the crowd shouts, "Yo, ain't that the dude who ran over Miss Linda's mailbox last year and left?" Another voice pipes up, "My cousin's a deputy, he's still got warrants." Suddenly the man realizes the cameras aren't protecting him anymore. They're weapons pointed straight at him. He tries to backpedal toward his truck, but Tamara hasn't moved an inch. She pulls out her own phone, still live streaming on her Facebook, and starts reading out loud, "Georgia plate Dewey King, white Ford F-250, currently threatening a black woman in the Piggly Wiggly parking lot on Highway 19. Y'all see this? Within seconds, comments are exploding, people tagging the sheriff's office, the local news, even the state patrol. The man's face drains of color. He's not yelling anymore. He's stuttering, trying to cover the plate with his hand like that's going to erase what 10 phones just recorded in 4K. And then the twist nobody saw coming: sirens. 2 county cruisers roll in hot, lights flashing, because someone in that live stream happened to be married to a dispatcher. The deputies know exactly who this guy is. Turns out he's been dodging a DUI bench warrant for 8 months. They cuff him right there between the shopping carts while he's begging, actually begging, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, please tell them to let me go." Tamara just looks down at him. Eyes shining with tears she refuses to let fall, and says, "You don't get to decide when my mercy starts, sir. The law does." The last thing the cameras catch is him on his knees in the asphalt, crying like a child, while Tamara walks away, head high, groceries still unbought, dignity untouched. By the time she picks her son up from daycare 20 minutes later, the video is already at 200,000 views. By nightfall, it's national news. That man lost his job, his truck, and what was left of his reputation in under 48 hours. Tamara never raised her voice once. She didn't need to. Sometimes the most powerful revenge is letting a man destroy himself with the hate he was so proud of 5 minutes earlier. So that's the story of the day a racist thought he picked the wrong black woman to mess with and ended up crying in a grocery store parking lot begging for the mercy he never showed. If that gave you chills, drop a like, share it with somebody who needs to see it, and let me know down in the comments. From which part of the country are you watching this video right now? I read every single one. See you in the next one.